Hey, what's good? I'm Kinell, and this is Sinister Cinema, where we get deep into the guts of classics and new releases from horror and exploitation cinema. Yes, be sure to follow us up on the socials. That's Sinister_Cinema on your Twitter and Sinister.Cinema on your Insta. And may I just say, Haunting of Bly Manor sucked ass. Absolutely terrible. Flipping, I watched the whole thing in one go. I did do a video for it, but quite frankly, I felt it was too negative for the channel. So I'm just saying out the gate, that's why there isn't a Haunting of Bly Manor video, because it sucked arse. Honestly, there was a point at which I was considering like watching it all again and doing like a here's all where all the hidden ghosts are and shit, but no, it's not happening. So what I'm going to do now is crack on with another new release today. It's the next in this Welcome to the Blumhouse series that's been dropping on Prime, and this one, kind of interesting. Lots to talk about with this one. This one's called Evil Eye.
Hey.
Hey.
Have we met?
Wow, use that line a lot?
I'm Sandeep.
Pallavi.
Beautiful name.
Thank you. Emma. I've met someone.
Balu, this is such good news. I've been praying for a good man for you. Can you give me his date of birth?
You're not checking our horoscopes.
Talk to your daughter.
Astrology is unscientific nonsense.
Are you wearing a bracelet?
Yes.
Good. It will protect you, darling. If you're not careful, bad things could happen.
So, tell me about your last relationship.
She wasn't who I thought she was.
What does that mean?
She tried to kill herself.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean
It's
to.
okay.
He's rich, cute, and good with babies. No wonder we've hardly seen you this last month. Is your mom happy?
I thought she was.
I don't want you to fall in love with the wrong man.
Why can't you just be happy for me?
Balu, don't take it to heart. Your mother was in a very bad relationship.
How bad?
He was dangerous. She never really recovered.
I don't think he ever went away. He is Sandeep. Sandeep is him. I just have to warn her.
Can we please go to a doctor?
Leave before it's too late.
You sound like you believe what you're saying.
Let us help you. For your own good.
She's cursed. I have to save her.
This is madness.
I pray that my daughter be spared.
Ma, you need help.
I'm trying to save your life, Balu.
See, I knew if you just met him in person, everything would be fine.
Evil Eye. Yeah, this one, another Welcome to the Blumhouse release, so you can stream that right now. It's directed by Ilan and Rajiv Dasani. Hoping I'm pronouncing that correct. I think I'm kind of almost there, but don't want to count my chickens on that one. And directed by a playwright called Madhuri Shekhar. Yes. Flipping, this is quite an interesting one. Like, first of all, I'll give you the setup first. This concerns a woman, Indian woman, who lives in California, and it's a lot to do with her relationship with her mother back in New Delhi, and like other members of her family. And she's single, looking to find a husband. Her mother's always on the case, as I understand is often the case in Indian mother-daughter relationships. And that there's a lot of interesting Hindi cultural things in here, which I cannot speak to from experience. But you know, given they're from the playwright's experience, then I'm going to assume it's all pretty authentic. Now, the mother's been trying to set up an arranged marriage for her daughter for quite some time. It's never really come up, but she meets a person independently. However, many years prior, someone had attempted to kill her mother, and she believes that this man may be in some way related to him. Some kind of reincarnation thing. There's lots of references to Indian folklore and superstition, including, involving horoscopes, the evil eye of the title, reincarnation and this kind of thing, was also set very much in the real world. and there's not much stuff that's overtly supernatural going on here, which is kind of interesting. It shows like the parallels between toxicity and relationships and like supernatural curses. There's, you know, you don't need something supernatural for it to be evil. But then again, that element's always there. There's a lot going on. I can't go too spoilery with it, but yeah, it's a lot of its mother's fears are hinged on a prior evil, which kind of put me in mind of Uli Lomel's Olivia or Prozzy. I've got there's a Blu-ray of that from 88 Films if you want to pick that up. That's a very good film, I recommend, but not as good as The Bogeyman. But this one, yeah. The structure of this thing, see, interestingly, like I mentioned, the writer's a playwright. Now, this is an adaptation of her own work, which was an audio play released directly to Audible. So yeah, Amazon very much in the mix with this one, and that does affect the kind of film that you're getting here, because a lot of the plot advancements, a lot of the character development happens through dialogue. There's a lot of phone conversations between the mother and the daughter and all this kind of thing, and that's so it's not a particularly visual film in that respect, but it's been directed in a way which keeps it engaging. But if you're the kind of person who tunes out during more talky films where like you need to pay attention to the dialogue to see what's going on, then this might not be for you. But I had a pretty good time with it, I've got to say. Like, I rate this film. Yeah, you can definitely see the playwright origins, because like more so than any other kind of supernatural factor, the key underpinning is the relationship between the mother and the daughter, which felt very authentic, and you know, to the degree that I can say that, it felt very authentic, and the characters were very fleshed out, very three-dimensional, like. So I appreciated that. I appreciated like the interesting setting, like cutting between New Delhi and California, and gave me a bit of cultural insight into certain things that I might not be familiar with. Like, so there's some things I feel that I might want to look into off the back of this. But yeah, the film itself, not particularly action-packed. It is mostly about that. But the way that the tension is sort of driven through like the little details being fed out through conversation, I thought, look, it's very, very well written. And what should we call it? In terms of the direction, it's they've done a good job considering how dialogue heavy it is. So yeah, this film, Evil Eye, ratings from me. I will give this one 3.5 stars out of 5. Yeah, so if you want to check that one out, you can stream it right now on Amazon Prime as part of the Welcome to the Blumhouse thing. There's one more Welcome to the Blumhouse film to go. I might watch that later, I might watch it tomorrow, and we'll talk about that one. But this one, I'd say it's my favourite of the ones I've seen so far. Like, what should we call it? I'd say it's better than Black Box and The Eye, but I've heard varying opinions on both. Like, you know, these are 3 very different films, so, you know, it's going to sort of go with what your tastes are. But anyway, yeah, so if you've seen this film, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of it. Be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe, obviously, that helps me a lot. Little bell notification so you can hear when I've got something new coming up. Should have more content coming very soon for spooky season. And yeah, be sure to follow us up on the socials. That's Sinister_Cinema on your Twitter and Sinister.Cinema on your Insta. This has been Sinister Cinema. I'm Kinell. Safe.